Do you like basketball? Basketball, I like, but I'm not good at. Yes, I'm not.
Me too.
Everybody, welcome back to the State of the League podcast, the only NBA podcast that talks about every NBA team every week. If you are subscribed to the Patreon, which you don't, whoa, we got some background. I do hear that. We got some background music going on here this morning. Hey, we're excited. We're talking about the Western Conference. This is the fun episode every week for you guys. I mean, my life is in fucking hell as a Denver Nuggets fan, but I can dissociate for a couple of hours talking about the Suns and the Warriors and the Lakers and all these other teams that were supposed to be mid, but hey, when you have backups, when you have a bench unit and stuff, I guess you can kind of like stay afloat. I guess it's easier to do things like that. I'm your host, Jack, aka Jokic Joe Star. With me, as always, is the world famous Pablo Escobar. Pablo, how are you doing today?
I'm in control, everybody. I'm on the soundboard. Let's see what happens if I click feeding the ducks. What kind of music will this play for me? Let's see. Is it playing anything? I don't hear anything. Oh, little techno beat here so far. So yeah,
All right.
I'm feeding the ducks, everybody.
This is not what I would have expected. Something a little bit calmer. I wouldn't expect like a heavy bass drum track for feeding the ducks.
Yeah, we gotta tap into this more. We have got endless potential here.
We could straight up just use. I know we have been talking about doing like a week recap at the beginning of the episode, and we could just use that their like guitar song or whatever for that. That would be really funny. I am eating a cinnamon roll, so I went to a coffee shop by my house to grab something nice for it's my birthday morning, everybody. And I panicked when I was because I wanted a food, wanted a pastry, and I wanted a drink, and I wanted one of their specialty lattes. And so I got the cinnamon roll latte. I was like, that sounds good, and it is pretty good so far. But then after that,
watch the mic on the shirt. It's doing the scratchy.
Oh shit. Okay, let me see. How can I fix that? I guess I'll just hold it here for now. But yeah, I ordered cinnamon roll, and then I ordered cinnamon roll latte, and then I ordered a cinnamon roll right after that. So I felt like
roll.
Yeah, because I was panicking. I was like, oh, what do I want to eat? And to be honest, their pastry selection wasn't crazy. Just like breakfast sandwich, croissant, cinnamon roll. And I was like, I'm feeling cinnamon roll. But yeah, so I'm double cinnamon rolled up. I'm kind of like Pops in that episode. Did you ever watch Regular Show?
Yeah, not the entire thing, but I've seen a lot of episodes randomly.
I ordered a cinnamon roll latte. I ordered a cinnamon roll. I'm feeling like a psychopath, and I'm ready to talk about the Western Conference. How are you doing this morning?
I'm ready to roar.
Oh, okay. I like that. Ready to roar. Jeez.
That's it. No, I've had so much Halloween candy allegedly over the past 2 days. So I won't be eating today.
I didn't take you for like a sweet tooth pilled guy. This is just like the Halloween spirit got into you.
Oh, really? No, I'm heavy sweet tooth.
I mean, me too. I'm fucking crazy. My girlfriend gets mad at me because we'll buy like something sweet at the store, and of course, jobless loser. I don't go anywhere during the day, so oftentimes I'm just sitting with my delicious treats for the entirety of the day, and so I just get to eat all of them while she's toiling away at the library. All right. So no more. We're not doing any more introduction stuff. The intro's done. We've tried 4 times. It lags every time. We got to get right into the fucking program.
It's done.
Do you have any? I mean, you want to just start with OKC, the fucking juggernauts?
All right. Oh, my upstairs neighbors are doing something. Yes, we'll begin with OKC. They're 5-0. Is this the best team in the league?
I mean, there's one in Cleveland that's. Are they 6-0 now?
Oh, did they play last night? I don't even know.
I think they might have. A lot of teams played last night. But yeah, regardless, in the West, they're the best team. I mean, no question. It's them and then I have no fucking clue. Like two through 10, I don't know where anybody's gonna finish. It's pretty much exactly what I felt like going into the season. But yeah, the only things I wrote down for them. So they sleepwalk to 20-point wins. It doesn't matter what happens. Shea started the Blazers game last night just fucking bombing threes. He wasn't hitting any of them. When I checked in, he was shooting like 30% from the field, and they were up like 18 points already. It just doesn't matter. And Chet had an off night too. No Davion Mitchell. He went like 1 of 3 from the field. He scored like 5 points, I think. Because I remember I saw our friend of the program, Kenny Beecham, tweeted out that DeAndre Ayton on paper has been locking up opposing centers. And on paper last night, Chet 1 of 3 from the field. It was like a Chet Wemby dynamic almost. That's how much he fucking owned him.
He's the answer. You know, he's got the physical tools of Wemby and Chet. He just doesn't want to use them. And he's like if Wemby and Chet didn't have a mattress and they also didn't care and they only played 2K all the time. So that is
he's also like he's like if they could like bulk up crazy style,
but didn't use it.
Wemby, yeah, we don't need any of that. I'm
just for glamour, like SpongeBob, the armor arms.
Yeah. So shout out to Dominating. J-Dub looks like shit. 42% from the field, 20% from 3 through 5 games.
You know why though, right?
I think he's average.
Why? Because in the last episode I said I don't know if I want to trade him for Giannis, and so now he's gonna go on a cataclysmic run. So
he already looked bad,
but it's gonna continue. It's only gonna get worse, and people are gonna bring up that clip.
Oh man, you got to get ahead of the curve.
Oh God. Guys, you should. I apologize, everybody. I maybe would trade Jalen Williams for Giannis. Maybe.
I definitely would. Giannis plus Chet right now would be fucking crazy.
Would you trade Chet for Giannis? Straight up.
I would, because I don't really feel like there's any guarantee Chet ever gets to the level that Giannis is going to be at for like the next 2-3 years. It would suck though. I think if I'm OKC, I'm doing everything I can to trade anything but Shea or Chet. Really,
I think theoretically they should be able to get it done with just picks if they wanted to. And this is there's real speculation now. It was on the Bill Simmons podcast that
okay, so it's picking up steam.
Yeah. So if he were to become available, it seems like it's OKC's for the winning. They're like, either we decide to give the grandfather package for him or we don't.
The Michael Porter Jr. package? I think you're kind of sleeping on the Michael Porter Jr. and a 2031 first rounder and like Zeke Naji or somebody.
Also, the Spurs could give up Wemby.
Oh, Bucks would do that.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, they would. they sure would.
I don't know why the Spurs would, but whatever.
They're like, we gotta go all. This is just what we need. It is Giannis with this core. That'll fix us.
Yeah. They're seeing him immersed in like good 3-point shooters, and it's not even like remotely functioning. And they're like, what if he had bad 3-point shooters all around him? Maybe that's the key.
But yeah, so I probably would include. I probably would. You kind of have to do the trade. You kind of have to include Jalen Williams. If it's Jalen Williams and picks for Giannis, you kind of have to do it. But that's what everyone said about Paul George and Kawhi and that the Clippers trade. So, but I wouldn't give up Chet because he's playing. It's just he'll never be better than Giannis overall, but he's such a rare archetype of center who's like an elite oh my god, elite rim protector.
Holy shit!
Right now he's averaging 3.8 blocks a game. He's ahead of Wemby, and and then is he shooting well from 3 yet? Let me see.
I don't think so.
No,
I feel like
not.
Every time I've looked, he's shot like 0 of 3 or 0 of 4, but he's still like 65% true shooting probably. He's so efficient. Yeah, he's so efficient from 2. and from the free throw line, obviously. Which I don't. How much does he get to the free throw line?
Probably not. Let's see. Oh, he's getting 5 attempts a game this year. That's it.
Okay, that's more than I thought.
Sheesh. 4.43 free throw rate.
Sheesh.
That's Sharif Cooper numbers. Yeah, it's just he's just such a great supporting type player, and he's on a rookie contract, and he's so young. What is Giannis? Is Giannis
Mm-hmm.
28?
Oh, Giannis is like 29, 30, I'm pretty sure.
Would you rather have 5 years of great Giannis or 15? No, 10, 13 of Chet?
Ooh, I don't know. It is tough. Like I feel like it's a lot less. A lot of people would be like, well, obviously Giannis, but I do agree with you that like Chet, if he's not like an MVP one day, just the development arc that he's on is and I already did this last year with Halliburton, and that's why I'm like hesitating on Chet a little bit because it's just like I don't want it again. I don't want to freak out for three months and then be like, oh man,
But
he's
this
just pretty
is a guy
good.
who's been on a trajectory. Like this is a guy who was like
Yeah,
the top player in high school basketball. Then he went to college. He went to Gonzaga and he obliterated college basketball. He shot like 80. He was putting up like Zion finishing percentages in college, and he was blocking everything in sight. And then he goes to OKC, and immediately he's already one of the best centers in the league. The first year that he plays in his fraud rookie year that LeBron gave him by breaking his sternum or whatever. So it's different than Halliburton, who's very funky, who's
yeah,
unorthodox.
and also the path, like everything Chet's doing right now, nothing is like, oh man, is that going to sustain? Where it's like with Halliburton, okay, 45% from three on 10 pull-up threes a game or whatever he was doing
Mhm.
back then, while being like 70% inside the fucking restricted area or whatever. Just yeah, nothing Chet's doing on either end of the floor feels like something that I don't believe he could do, or really something that he couldn't do last year. Like all of this, he was still showing, and now it's just kind of coalescing into the whole package, I guess. Yeah, they're the best defense in the league by far. They're like 2 or 3 points above second place. And yeah, other than that, I mean, I don't have a ton of thoughts on them beating the shit out of the Blazers. I thought the Hawks were going to give it a more difficult run than they ended up doing. That was a dog shit Jalen Johnson game. Shout out to Chet, he clamped. And then the Spurs. Oh my God. Do you have any comments to defend your fucking boy?
I mean, it's no, did that game take place in October? Oh no, November, right?
No, that was October. It's
Wait.
November 2nd right now.
Oh yes, I'm tweaking. They didn't play.
You're
Yeah.
tweaking.
Well, I
Jeez.
mean, and you realize Wemby the next game out got a 5x5. His second 5x5. Does Chet even have one 5x5?
Walker Kessler, he's coping with his getting owned by Chet by just beating up
That's
all these
one of the
fucking
best young
frauds in
centers.
Utah.
That's one of the best young centers in the league. If you want to trade for that guy, it's going to take 3 or 4 first round picks. So
It's
watch
gonna
your mouth,
cost you.
buddy.
Yeah, shout out to fucking Psycho Danny Ainge. I don't want this guy, but if you want him, oh my God, it's gonna cost you. Yeah. Do you have any other thoughts on the Thunder? How is everybody else playing? How's fucking? I feel like Isaiah Joe has kind of caught the Io DeSunmu-ness of this all. Like I feel like I haven't seen him quite as much as I did last year.
I don't quite know about him. I know Alex Caruso is putting up like very low volume stat lines, like he's finishing with like 2
Mm-hmm.
points and whatever. And some moronic Bulls fans are like, "Yes, we won the trade, yes." And then you look up and it's like he's plus 59. Josh Giddey's like minus 25 or something. So, and he like it's just so obvious how much he influences the game when he's out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know about, and I know AJ Mitchell. I did a video about him after he had a little. Was it against? It was against the Bulls. He played 16 minutes against the Bulls and he was doing cool stuff. And I said, hey, it's crazy. They're playing him already. And then he had a 12-point explosion in one of these most recent games. And so he's already looking like just a drive, kick, defend, pass. And I think he's shooting well as a guy. So another hit for them. Yeah,
Another
that
the
that was the top comment on that video. They're like, "Oh, this is just what OKC needed. Another young promising guard."
yeah, it's like another $20 trillion to Israel. You know that meme?
Yeah. And
Another just dribble, pass, shoot guy. Another guy who can do everything that you need to the Oklahoma City Thunder for no draft compensation. They just take him.
and then I saw last night someone tweeted, I didn't watch the game, but they were playing Dylan Jones and he was playing center on defense in his zone, and Ben Pfeiffer's like, "This is what he did at Weber State." And I'm like, "Oh, great. This is I love I love the best team in the league drafting a guard who can play center on defense in the second round." And again, man,
Well, I mean,
I wish Denver had some. Denver, they couldn't have used that guy.
yeah, no. Thank God we have Jalen Pickett. Thank God we have the post-up
Yeah,
powerhouse
you
on
have
our
center on
roster.
offense. Guard who can play center on offense.
Thank God. That's really what we were desperate for last night.
Well, he's a mini
Yeah,
Jokic,
I also
so you're kind of outsourcing the Jokicness to the point guard position.
yeah. The thing is, when you make Jokic 6'5", he's not. I mean, he'd still be special, I guess. The touch, the fucking passing vision, all
Well,
that
yeah.
stuff.
What if he was 6'5", and what if he didn't have the greatest touch of all time, and he wasn't the strongest player in the league, and he wasn't the best mid-range shooter in the league? What do we have then? And he's a pretty good passer only.
That is Boris Diaw.
Oh, okay. Well, no, that he was like 6'8", right?
Yeah, that's small Boris Diaw, I guess. Yeah. Speaking of guard playing center, first of all, can you hear a plane right now?
No, is that a
Okay,
threat?
cool. Yeah, there's one coming to you because you made a fucking Nuggets slight. I'm done with the disrespect, buddy. We
Oh
almost beat the
crap!
Wolves. Yeah. So I didn't watch the Blazers game that much because I was watching an entertaining game that ended in heartbreak. But
I was
someone,
watching the Nuggets game and I fell asleep. They were winning, right? And then I fell asleep and I woke up and they lost.
yeah, that did happen, didn't it? Yeah. But so I don't remember who put it on my timeline, but apparently DeAndre Ayton was actually doing a pretty good job defending Chet for stretches. And so Mark Dagnall, fucking full psycho Joe Mazzulla mode, he goes, Alex Caruso, you're playing center. And they ran him at center, and they were just like, all right, guard a guard in space. Figure that out, you big dumb fuck. And DeAndre Ayton isn't that good at that, believe it or not. So, yeah, that took OKC's lead from what I assume was 35 to then maybe 40 points.
So nuts that that's the same coach who's like, he's just 99% genius, and then 1% is like, we'll keep Giddy out there. Come on. I'm not gonna take my boy out the starting lineup.
You're yelling at him that Giddy's ass, and then the ball bounces out of bounds on the sidelines, and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna see now. You'll
Yeah,
see."
yeah. That'll show everyone.
Oh my god.
But yeah, OKC is a monstrous amalgamation of
They're
talent.
doing okay. See?
Ah.
All right. Who's the 2 seed right now?
Oh,
Oh
are
my
you
god.
able to timestamp right now?
Yeah. I have my laptop open next to me. It just doesn't have the fucking bandwidth to run this stupid app. The Suns, 22 minutes in. How are the Suns the 2 seed, Pablo? They are 3-1 this week. They beat the Clippers, beat the Lakers, beat the Mavs, and then they also lost to the Lakers. They're top 10 in defense and offense, and they're top 10 in offense while being dead last in field goal attempts. I thought that was pretty crazy. What do you think?
The story of the Phoenix Suns so far, especially in the draft community, it's making waves. People are sailing the high seas and they're turning over. It's like the Bermuda Triangle. is
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Dunn. It's
What?
unbelievable.
What's so special about Ryan Dunn?
Ryan Dunn was a non-shooter. He was a guy who was struggling to make free throws. He was a god level. I don't know if he's also. Hold on, Google for me. Oh, also we can hear you breathing right now into the
Oh
mic.
my god. Fuck. That's not good because I am a mouth breather. So this might just be polite. As long as it's not hitting my shirt when it hangs down. I don't want people to fuck. I can't do anything right.